as we progress through more stuff with logarithms, we're going to do some log laws. Some people call them laws of logs. And what's going on is where we just have an exponential form of the same rule using logarithms. And really they're all the same thing. If we're multiplying with the same base, we add the exponents. That we could do the same thing with logs. And it's all about whether we expand them or condense them. So it depends on which way you want to go. If you want to take one log that's being multiplied and expand them into two different logs, notice that the base stays the same and we split them up using addition. Well, sometimes what we'll want to do is condense them down with two separate logs. With addition, we combine them using multiplication. I've had one student in the past, I really like this, that's why I'm going to share it again. She talked about when she sees the division, she wants to separate them using subtraction. Like she sees the line in between those two, and then she gets that rule. And then this last one actually follows directly from the first one. And what you can tell is that the exponent moves in front, just like this. And the way I typically teach this, let me just jot it down right here because it does fit. Let's say you had some problem that was like log base b of x squared. Well, x squared means the same thing as x times x. Well, if you understood the first log law, don't really like how I underlined it, but we can separate the multiplication by addition. So that's log base b of x plus log base b of x. So my quick question to you is, how many log base b's of x's do you have? You have two of them. 2 log base b of x. In other words, that exponent can be moved in front. So every one of these problems deals with one or more of those log laws. So in the very first example, what you have to notice is that you have a multiplication. So what does that mean? Is you can rewrite this as log base 3 of 9 plus log base 3 of x. That previous problem has nothing to do with what we are doing right here. But at this point, I hope you would be able to either use a calculator and see that 3 to the second power gives you 9, or do that math in your head. But at the end of the day, this is the correct answer, which matches with option 3. So again, we're just moving along. We're practicing all these rules. So if I look at exercise 2, the big thing I see is the division. So I can split them up as log of x squared minus log of 1,000. Now really we have two rules that I want you to know. And one rule is that I hope you know that the implied base is 10. So I hope you'd be able to do this one in your head, that 10 to the third power gives you 1,000. And then you can move that 2 in front. So we're looking at 2 times log of x minus 3, which corresponds to option 1. So remember, you are watching a video, so however you feel like, if you want to hit pause, rewind, rewatch it, whatever you need. Now this next one is tricky, and the reason why I say it's tricky is because you can't just use a calculator. And that's why I don't mind telling you how to use a calculator. What I tell students is to look at this piece and think about, let me just rewrite 12 for a second. Just rewrite 12 as a factor tree down, 2 and 6, 2 and 3. So what I'm saying is log of 12 is the same thing as log of 2 times 2 times 3. And the reason why I like to write it that way is because now we can split it up as log of 2 plus log of 2 plus log of 3. That's using our first law of logs. And then at this point, we can substitute. Maybe I'll even highlight that log of 2 was defined as b. Log of 2 is b. So what I have is b plus b, and let me use a different highlighter. Log of 3 is defined as a. And so what am I left with is 2b's plus 1a. That would be option 4. The next one is not much different. What you need to recall, though, so let me rewrite this real quick. Log base 2 is that the square root is the same thing as to the 1/2 power. So if you forgot that from previous units, now is a perfect time to remember. The division is how we split it up using subtraction. Log of y to the 5th. I forgot my base 2. And the other thing that's important about this, I don't think we've had one like this yet, is the power rule only goes to the number in front of the log it's representing. So I don't really feel like, probably don't need to rewrite it, but it's option 3. But if you feel like rewriting it, then go for it. So the next one is even more complicated. And the reason why I say this one's even more complicated is because when I say we're probably good and we can stop writing our answer, is not any of the choices. So we're looking at log base 3 of 5 to the 1/2 power, very similar to the previous problem, minus log base 3 of 27. Because what I would do is rewrite that 1/2 in front, log base 3 of 5, and then I hope you could do this one in your head. If not, you're allowed to use a calculator. That 3 to the 3rd power gives you 27. And to me, this is a good answer, so let me circle it. However, it doesn't match any of the choices over here. I hope, though, that you would cancel out option 2 and 4 because they're multiplying by 2, which is not the same as multiplying by 1/2. But I will point out that multiplying by 1/2 is the same thing as dividing by 2. Now, the reason why the correct answer is option 1, let me just briefly mention this, is because if you're dividing, if everything is over 2, what you really have to do is divide each piece by 2. Log base 3 of 5 over 2 minus 6 divided by 2. You have to distribute that dividing by 2 to each term, and 6 divided by 2, let me highlight since I've been highlighting in this video, is the same thing as 3. See, if you did that on option 3, 3 divided by 2 will not give you 3. And I hope you understand that multiplying by 1/2 is the same thing as dividing by 2. Just think about it like a pizza. If somebody said, hey, I want half of your pizza, basically what they're saying is, hey, take your pizza and cut it in half. Divide it into 2 pieces. If you think of it that way, it might make more sense. And if it's still not making sense, please write down your question and come back to me. The next one is the composition function. You can see like everything we've done this school year is coming back to haunt you. And so if you remember the composition function, what I had you do is replace g of x into that problem. So when substituting, g of x is equal to 100x cubed. And then if you remember, now we take the f of x function, which is defined as log, and we remove the x, and we replace x with what's inside the parentheses, 100x cubed. And at this point, I would have you do your laws, that we have log of 100 plus log of x cubed. And at this point, I think you could do this in your head. Again, the implied base is 10, so it's 10 to the 2nd power. And this value would be 2, and you can move this 3 in front to get 3 log of x. So option 4 on that one, option 1 on this one. And I get it. If you're still struggling with this stuff, it might not make a whole lot of sense. Did not realize that this next one was on here. So I'm going to just circle the answer and let you know that we're not going to mess with this one in this class. For anybody that is curious, secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So for anybody that wants this answer. So you have log of 1 minus log of cosine. And log of 1, I would expect students to know if we did it, that it's 10 to the 0 power equals 1. But 0 minus something is just that piece, the negative of it, I should say. So this correct answer is option 1. But again, we're not going to mess with that in this class. So as I look at the next one, this one you could definitely do, because as you recall, we're doing log base 2 of 32x to the 7th. Well, that is the same thing as to the 1/2 power, that I would move that in front first. Now remember, multiplying by 1/2 is the same thing as dividing everything by 2. And maybe while I'm at it, I'll also split up the inside because you have that multiplication in there. Log base 2 of x to the 7th. I think I wanted a bracket there. Because at this point, I can move the 7 in front. And then this piece would be 2 to the 5th power. So we're looking at 5 plus 7 log base 2 of x. And again, multiplying everything by 1/2 is the same thing as dividing everything by 2. We've seen that before. Should give you option 2. Our next one. This time what they're asking you to do is they want you to simplify, and the thought process is condensing them. So I believe this is the first one that I've asked you to now condense them down into a single log. So we're looking at log base 4 of, well, because it's a minus right here, we can combine them together using division. Y squared minus 16 all over y plus 4. Now we've spent some time, it's been a while, but hopefully you remember that we could simplify that difference of squares on top. Let me just rewrite y plus 4 on bottom. That on top we have a difference of squares, y plus 4, y minus 4. And why would I ask you to do that? Well, you could cancel out the y plus 4. That's actually why this statement's right here. And what we're left with is log base 4 of y minus 4. Option 2. And our last problem, I do realize I probably have done this pretty fast, so if you still have questions, just write them down. Again, what I would do is break down that 4,900. 49 times 100, and 7 times 7, and I would even break that down as 10 times 10. Now you might be asking, why not break down the 10 further with 2 and 5? Well, because the implied base on this problem is 10. So why did I stop at 7s? Well, they gave me 7 here, and why did I stop at 10 is the base was 10 there. So log of 4,900 is the same thing as log of 7 times 7 times 10 times 10. And the reason why that'll help me is because now I can split this up. It's log base 10 of, well, let me start that over. I don't feel like writing log base 10 over and over again. Log of 7 plus log of 7 plus log of 10 plus log of 10. So why do I do that? Is because log of 7 they told me is equal to k. Log of 7 equals k. Now remember, if the base is 10, 10 to the first power will give me 10, and 10 to the first power. So what am I left with? Let me squeeze it right here. Is 2k plus 2, which doesn't really match any of my answers, except if I were to distribute 2 into the problem, I would get 2k plus 2. So this final answer would be option 1. And we should be good to go on the homework. And I do apologize if there's any other of those one problems. Let me see if I can find one. And yep, there's one. Can't do number 4. So let me cross that off in our notes and our homework. All right.